So here I have some HDR images, and creating a dome light is quite easy. You don't need to actually have a light. You just need to select your render engine. So for example, I can choose Arnold. And now if I click on an HDR file, it is going to create a dome light for me. So let's check it out. And if I click on another file, it is going to just change that dome light to this new file. Just like that. And if I change the render engine to something like Redshift, and now it is still changing my Arnold dome light because it is selected. So if you have a light selected, it is going to set that as a priority. But if nothing is selected, it is going to create a new dome light based on the selected render engine. And it supports Arnold, Redshift, V-Ray, and RenderMan, which I don't have right now, but you can give it a try and it will most probably work. So let's test some of the textures. Let's import this object. And usually all you need to do is just select the object, assign a new material. And by the way, if you have MayaX, this button is going to assign the right material based on your render engine. So if I have Arnold, it is going to just assign a standard surface. If I change it to maybe V-Ray, it is going to assign a V-Ray MTL. Same for other engines. So here I have AI standard. Now let's switch back to Arnold. And now I can just select this object, right click and auto assign. It is going to find all the textures in this folder and assign them to the right channel for this material. If you have multiple materials, if the object has more than one, you can just find the material in the attribute editor, and just by having it shown in the attribute editor, it is going to assign those textures to that material. And one of the updates in the recent version is that in the previous browser, it was unable to find textures that doesn't end with the channel name. For example, here we have normal map, which ends with LOD0. Some other texture providers may place the resolution at the end of the file, and the previous browser had a hard time finding the right channel, but the new update, it just tries to work a lot better. So here I have everything assigned, and if I try to look at it, it is going to look great. It also set the color space for you. So for things like roughness or displacement map, it is going to change the color space. So here it didn't put a displacement to raw because of the extension. So if I try to use the EXR file and look again, it is now set to raw. Same for normal map. So there is also a new option, which is auto assign no displacement. And this one is going to assign all the textures except the displacement map. You also have the option to assign any of the textures to any channels that you want. So for example, I can assign the color to metalness, and it is going to work. And that is it for the textures. Now let's take a look at some of the scene and object files.